You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing. A sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wave by wave from its stupor, some sort of countdown process is happening. That's all you have time to think. Don't say it. Are you sure? This may be the only chance you get to touch it.
We got it, Kim.
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Disengage.
As you're turning away, the phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
That's fucking awesome. Goodbye, friend. I'm really glad I kept with that goddamn,
And just like that,
I'm glad I kept with that
gone,
side quest.
skating
That's
away
fucking
across
awesome.
the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water, and something under it. In the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items. It's gone.
What did it leave for us? We can walk
Apparently, yes, like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
What's that in the
Looks
reeds?
like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
What now?
What now?
In some kind of strange, semi-catatonic state.
He fucking
Our
ate his mind.
suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Featherweight. It's the helmet. And a rifle? What the fuck am I gonna do with a rifle? Comment 30mm is tactical, almost like a bolt action, 4.46 caliber, uses an old styled dotted seaweed is still stuck on the lens. Interesting. He's missing a scope though. Interesting. Monstrous looking bug-eyed ceramic helmet that was in the phasmid's nets. Still has some reeds sticking out of it and smells of seawater, but it's otherwise wearable. It's not exactly comforting. Putting it on feels scary somehow. That's fucking cool. That's really fucking cool. Again, I can't imagine
What
playing
is
the
it?
game.
What do you want from me? I can't go.
I can't imagine playing the whole game, not having done like the phasmid side quest, and then being like, "What the fuck is that at that?" Just because it comes out of so left field.
See.
Mr. Dras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking. A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing.
This
His
thing ate
hands
his
are
fucking
trembling,
mind.
and he
It fucking
breathes
ate his
slowly.
mind!
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dras?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
What's happened to
Old
this?
age and shock.
I think it's the phasmid.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
There's much more. Remember what it said?
He stared
when
at
it
it too
spoke?
long and it took his
Quite
mind.
a few things about that health check you did on him
For
make sense now.
22 years. Yeah, 22 odd years. And like, to be able to comprehend it. Yeah, he's like looking at an old one, like looking at Cthulhu. What do you do? How do you process that? Couldn't see it, Kim. It just reads for
It
them.
could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dross,
No response.
I vow to say he seems
he
strangely
was
animated.
energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
This animation is induced by something like
It does
infatuation.
not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
Something hormonal in his relationship with the fast.
You mean pheromonal?
Seemed a little off for a man his age, Randy.
The scope? Knowing of her bruises? His disposition toward Miss Orania? I see what you mean.
I talked to the Phasmid. Said it's destroying
You
him.
should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you?
Maybe. It's only trying to remain unseen. The degradation is a side effect.
A valid hunch. Long-term exposure to something like that could be neurodegenerative. Also, please be careful when approaching unknown species in the future, detective.
He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it it's in.
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him, like he didn't want to leave this place, and the insect maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
No one would believe you without it.
We found some things in the Phasmid's
He
note.
stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him.
Show him.
Perhaps you should.
I lost.
You lost it.
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid. This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh. You've gotten all you will out of this poor being.
I'm going to let you rest now, Mr.
The
Dross.
plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here.
Funny story with
If
that
we don't take
Phasmid.
too long.
It indirectly caused the game's event due to hormonal change. Yeah, that's what it implied. Literally, it being there caused him to decide to take the shot. It's like I said, it's like looking at Cthulhu and going, yeah, what the fuck happened here? Oh, it's another way around. That's cool. One could. The thing is, it's not. It's one of those things that can be speculated on, unless it's been like confirmed by word of God. Everything that the characters talked about there was all just speculation. We can't actually know what the truth was, other than the fact that yeah, that thing was keeping him moving, more than likely, or its disappearance is tied with his mind finally going off the rock.
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Kim, what is the ICM?
Insulindian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army. The black and white army of the revolution.
Sounds an awful lot like.
RCM. Sounds like the RCM.
It does.
Why?
The RCM may descend from the ICM.
May.
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good
Not
for
much
getting
is
people
confirmed
to
by word
join
of God.
us.
Sometimes
The
it's better
Vacheros
that
was
way, though.
mostly workers and criminals.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. A mediocre athlete would pant from dragging around his body on a busted crutch. But not you. You're thinking about politics with blood dripping down your thigh.
This is better preserved than the others. You can still read the sign.
That's cool. I think I was supposed to see that before I came in, but oh well. Not much is confirmed. I'll look at TV tropes later to see myself.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
I'm gonna save first, just in case.
The skiff is swaying.
Let's. We are done here.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet, but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. 2 men and a woman stand on the concrete square of a nameless village, looking at a small yellow boat as it draws closer. The sea is calm. You reach the jetty and climb
It's gonna
out
be the
of the
people,
skiff.
right? The people who are in the whirling and rigs. Hopefully they're not an enemy. Here we go. I can't talk to Kim. Shit. Or it's a bug.
Yes? What about me? No.
No. There's gotta be a
The
way.
lieutenant nods.
There's gotta be a way to get him to tell you that. I don't know what it is.
Good.
The return.
Look what the tide brought him.
Oh?
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
Yeah. What the fuck?
This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Need a man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
No one else seems bothered by the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant. Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstein. I believe we've met on several occasions.
Yes, the guy over by the Feld building.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean-Vic Comar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Oh.
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
We've come to scrape what's left of you off the pavement.
Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Precinct 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
This is
Naughty.
clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
You've gotta have my back.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
What's this all about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Oh, my mind's
My
gone.
background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets. Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
Here we go. What's a
You.
chicken?
Shit kid? That's you.
Maybe you've deserved it.
You know I was here.
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
I understand. Okay, Garth told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
You aren't the man with the sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true, and it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
He was too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
Actually, I suspect something of
Did
that.
you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
He's right. Don't start guessing. Now's not a good time.
You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman. Turns out to be special cognizant.
Yes, I'm Tran Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Tran Heilestam.
What's up with the kid?
Mikhail? Mikhail is my son.
What's up with all the interesting history? Sparring on me.
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
So are you specially consulting?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s. Like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
Duped again? No one's here.
Duped. Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Later scab, this. At least you are who you are. Okay, that does have something to do with it, yes.
No. Everyone's just a brilliant master of disguises.
You mentioned a task force?
Yeah. Major Crimes Unit. Under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory.
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Tron fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Oh, fuck you. You're a shit show.
Alright. So who's Guillaume Baby?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit. Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G. Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
I sincerely thought it was going to be amusing. For both of you.
Poor guy. So what does he even do?
It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
The 41st isn't...
Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary trooper.
God damn it, Harry. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Wait, so you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson?
It wasn't like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
I settle things? Like that anymore.
Yes. You're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit a million times over.
None of this is ringing any bells.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you come in. How bad is it?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and...
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, Pell, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
So much that I lost my brain slowly.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have.
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
He had a taste and then he jumped all
What do
in.
you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here. Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
Well, I solved the case, so fuck you.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I'm ready to leave.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the party? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
I drove it in the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip. It doesn't matter. Your badge, Harry. Show me your badge.
My badge? Got it right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Let's try it. Hey! Fuck yes. Fuck you, I got my badge.
Not today, badge.
The drama isn't. Behold, my badge.
Your gun.
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements. What is it with all these material objects?
Vilmer's not living.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
I quit drinking. Forever. It's only me in the boring hell now.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then, huh?
He's wounded. It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
Wait. Maybe because of the pheromone.
Detective, please. Don't start talking about your pheromone again. This is serious. If you don't,
Okay. Have an actual
I
corpse.
don't believe you. You're drunk. You let a suspect escape, a certain classier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
we've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsohagi's. We know.
I got duped there. She pulled one on me.
Duped again. Not for one moment do I believe you quit drinking. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect, who also escaped. A ruby something. Or the fact that you very likely sold your gun for booze. That's peanuts. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote. Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired unvetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals. He did so at considerable risk to his own life. He was shot, not once, but twice. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
It was a massacre. It got wiped. I also solved the case. It's all solved.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
On Lieutenant Yefretor Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
See?
1 week.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's just strange, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a true blue moralist. He recently attempted to contact a coalition warship in order to assign la responsabilité, which is commendable, but also at odds with his own behavior. And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for. But despite all this, he is a great detective, one of the best I have seen, in fact. He can talk human beings into telling him everything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which by the way was a valiant effort. He really sang it.
Thanks, Kim.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
A new species?
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo of the phasmid and shows it to the officers across the yard. The wind blows, flapping the glossy rectangle in his hand. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Say nothing.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
Detective?
Yes, I believe the pheromone emits may be responsible for Keller's mental degeneration.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
Yes, it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
I don't know if it's gonna let me say multiple of these. The previous... We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Start strong, yeah. Yeah, it was between the killer or I was between telling him about the killer or the assassination. The other assassination. Enough time. Is it a revolution mark?
The
No.
custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian, his Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trant. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary in act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that. Way more.
I did all I could. Every second was a
I've
struggle.
never doubted you can pull yourself together and work. In bouts. Bouts don't last. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something. It will pass. In time.
Okay, it's gonna... He redecided the Dubois Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
Understood, of course.
But a case against Everard would be big.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
There's also a dead man, the boardwalk.
Yes,
missing
yes.
person.
Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
And you know I
The
found him.
body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still, good work with the missing person, detective.
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
It reads in there. It's
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
It gathered items in its nest. A helmet and a scope.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
I think it was a female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
Mandibles that looked like hair. It's completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored. Beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Yeah, don't lose that photo, please.
Without it,
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still. Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
Yeah, I don't think they really want to take this shit
I don't
cautiously.
want to. but you discovered a new species and solved the murder. So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Now you will finally get to know who you are.
I have a few questions before we go about who I
The
am.
man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
Oh,
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
That just explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of found sportswear
the
evidence.
fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is.
And this guy, too.
Why did I join the RCM?
the regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Okay, I
I
see.
knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Some chick, who?
Dora something. Dora England. Yeah, you mentioned her name.
Not Dora Dubois.
So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
What was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
6
Yeah.
years?
Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora England really tore you a new one.
Oh, shit.
Incredibly bangable.
No, I meant, what did she do?
She was incredibly fuckable. A beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
No. What?
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Heartbreak Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is about to go down. It's time to go.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
My dirty cop looking for my marker.
No,
No?
you're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Where's that?
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I told you it's not that bad.
Hey. Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
Us. We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? With the bad guys. No one likes us.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
We recently shoot up a church by chance.
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
So we're gonna bloody
Okay,
mercy.
it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol. I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I meant investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Would fit in. And crazy enough. Can take the stress. He doesn't know how to finish the sentence. This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one. But he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
Yeah!
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
He's really considering it.
Hey! Recruit Detective Kitsuragi! I just got that as an achievement. That's fucking good. Need Selena.
Who is Lena?
A cryptologist. She lives in Jamrock. She told me about the Phasma.
Well, good luck finding her once we get back.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. I'm sure we'll find them. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
Goddamn right.
She is going to be over the moon. Watch out, or she'll faint.
I'm ready.
Good.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstam? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Of course. Really? Nix Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in the office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the RCM. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
And that's the end of the game. We didn't even get to see what the end thought for fucking stop drinking was. That's fucking cool. And that's the end of the game. Case closed, baby. That took 2 hours. I'm glad I stopped when I did last time. That was fucking awesome. I love that. I'm sad that there will never be a sequel, as it seems like they were definitely setting up for one. But fuck, was that good. That was great. That was fucking fantastic. I haven't played something like that in a long time. That hit all the right places. Genuinely, that hit all the right places. That was good. I'm happy I played that. That was interesting with the Phasmid as well. I thought that was just going to be a one-off thing. I'm interested to see that they brought that back. I would have liked to have seen more of this world expanded upon. Like, they fucking painted this world beautifully. It leaves me with this sorrow because I know there's no more. But I want more. Like, holy shit, I want more. I like that. It was good. Oh, shit. Well, no, we're done that. I'm definitely going to be coming back to this game and playing it myself, just to see what else you can do in it. Because I didn't do all the side quests, obviously. And there was a lot of content I definitely missed. But I do want to see what else is here. I saw on the achievement list there's an achievement for getting Kim to tell you a secret, so I know for a fact he can tell you a secret. So I would like to have seen what the secret was. But that's for something I can see later. All the fucking songs, all the voice actors. Trying to figure out where this game was made. Because these names are like... They had some interesting names, and I like the voice acting and stuff. Oh, shoot. It's nice. It's a lot of fucking names that one guy just played. The voice acting was fucking fantastic. Sometimes you could hear a little bit of like it sounded like they recorded. Ooh, the developer is at Elysium? I might mispronounce it. Estonian? Estonian. They did fucking fantastic. Like I said, it's a real shame that they won't be making more. I hope one day they can actually get something to do a sequel. Like the developers, the writers and stuff, not... Because I don't know if Zom is the, I think I pronounced that correct. I don't know if Zom is the developer or the publisher. I believe it's the developer, though. That was fucking cool. Zom was made by the owner, but they got taken over. Oh, that's fucked. Because I also saw they were working on other games that got canceled as well. That's a shame. Has there been any word on like what happened to them? Like where the developers are now? The last thing I read was that they all got fired and disappeared. There is a book that came from the same universe? Ooh, what the fuck is the name of that? So I'll be adding that to my wishlist on Amazon. Scared and Sacred and Terrible Air. Ooh. Is it the same characters or is it different detectives and such? It's free on Reddit because it's all in a different language. I don't know what the synopsis is. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, if you... When I upload this on YouTube, I'm gonna say straight up, if you didn't watch it and you just, like, jump to the end, do yourself a favor, buy this game, hope that it goes to the actual developers. Hopefully done. Novel set in fictional world of Elysium centers on three men who, 20 years after the unexplained disappearance of their classmate, still determined to locate them. Ooh, okay, that sounds interesting. And again, if you liked this, go watch HBO's True Detective, because one, it's the inspiration for this game, or one of the inspirations, and two, it's just a really fucking good series. I can vouch for the first and third seasons personally, because those are the ones that I like the most. And the second season's still good. It's just eh. There is a fourth season out now, but I haven't seen it, so I can't vouch for that one yet. One day. But fuck, that was good. Detective fiction is really hard to write, and it's always a real treat to get. Especially when it's really fucking good. And this was fucking... that was top tier shit. That was beautiful. Want to write detective fiction with Frenzio and Maria? I can understand that. And where to even begin with them? I'd say begin with just watching a lot of detective fiction. Pick up your own traits, pick up your own findings, because everybody's going to write differently, first off. But you need to have a base. At least, I'd say learn the tropes. Learn your own writing style. That's also the important thing. Don't worry about copying or pleasing anybody. You gotta write for you, first off. Like, even right now, I'm writing a novel, and it's like... It's not going well. But that's just because I get distracted easily and write shitloads of stuff every day. Every week, because I'm manic or something like that. I don't know. It's just... I jump around too much to actually hold a tangential thought. Need to check up on my friend Vince, who's writing a very promising novel. Ooh, that'd be cool. Ooh, shit. Huh. He's gotten advice from some big name, but I forgot who specifically. And that's pretty cool. That's pretty badass. Hope it does well. I think this game is definitely gonna have a way effect on how I like write from now on, because it just is really fucking good. I actually was looking for some of the trying to replicate some of the RPG elements. I thought it had like based its system off of something specific, but no, it's just its own thing, which is pretty cool. That's sad, because then I have to like, if you wanted to play something like this or using a similar system, change your writing too? Yeah, I can imagine so. This game is, like I said, it's just really fucking good writing. It really recontextualizes how you can tell a story. And I think I'm not too, like, into the whole amnesiac thing most of the time, because amnesiacs are, like, it's weird to write, but it's really good for this. And I think they did a really fucking good job of playing with the amnesiac trope, especially with the, the fact that it actually had in-story reasons. Double Ross's dice system is based around this. Yeah, I definitely figured that out. I thought about using a similar system in my own games, like some of the other things. Let's see where it goes. But I'd have to put time into it. I can do that another time.